Hey everybody, let me talk in this video about deadlock. A basic example of deadlock I could give you: if you have a bridge and there is two cars, one on the left and one on the right. The car on the left waiting the car on the right to use the bridge, and the car on the right waiting the car on the left to use the bridge, because the bridge have only one line. That means both of them are waiting. So that's mean deadlock case. It happens in programming if you have a resource and two of them are waiting to another one to release it. So that happened deadlock. So to get started, I will just create a new class here. I will name it deadlock. Let me just go here and get a class. I will name it deadlock. Okay. In this class, I will just create a simple constructor or run method. Let me suppose I have two instances. Final, that means he will not keep it every time same thing. String, I mean passenger one. Let's say Hussein. Okay. And I have another passenger named Jana. So this is two passenger. So this passenger two, name it Jana. This two passenger want to use the bus. So imagine I have a thread. So I will say, okay, I have a thread. You could use the thread directly in the code, or you could create an instance. Let me suppose I use it in the thread in the code. I will say thread t or bus one in this way, bus one equal a new instance of a thread. This for sure, because you could use it in the code in this way, and you just directly implement the method. So you just say override. You override the run. You say public void run in this way, and you do your code here in this method. So what you think you want to do in this method? You say, okay, I will try to do access to the first passenger. So I will say synchronous. I will say for the passenger one, like for the passenger one, you access to it. That's mean bus one is located is looked for the resource one. I say sys or bus one is looked passenger one. Then let me suppose after a specific time this bus will release this user. He will no longer keep it. So let me say, okay, after a specific time, so I say thread after sleep in this way, after 1 millisecond he will release it. So make sure this one thread.sleeps, he need to be inside the try catch, so make sure have it inside to avoid any error. So in synchronous, you will not ask you for that one. So I do have exception. I will say ex. Here you go. Yes, this is the thread, and after 1 second he will release it, for example, because he will use it. I just synchronous to this passenger and print, hey, I'm looking to the bus one is looked to this one, and I will wait for 1 second, then I will release it. Let me say after 1 second I will try to access to the another resource. I say I will do synchronize for the passenger 2 because I want to take the P1 P2. After that second I would say P2, this one. I also bus one should be like located to P2, just as a basic example. Yes, this is in this way, and let me just close this line. So what I mean by this code, I mean just create a thread, and this thread I just directly say bus in new directory, then on the run synchronize. When I run it, I first synchronize to pass one. That means I have passenger one in my car, then he means in this one. Then I keep it for 1 minute. Then after 1 minute, I will try to access to passenger 2. After for example, I try to take the passenger 2. So yes, it is a really basic example, and I will do same thing for the thread 2. Thread 2, he will have same thing but in different process. He will take 2 first, then after 1 second he will take 1. So let me suppose, where is it? This is the code for the threads. I will just copy it and go down and copy this for bus 2. Let me you don't need to write run other stuff. I think this bus 2, he first of all he gets to passenger 2, then he tried to access to passenger 1. They get replaced, but they waiting some time, then they relocate the things. After I done from this, I just start them. I say bus 1 dot start and bus 2 dot start. I just start them. Let me start and see what is the problem will happen. If you see, bus 1 is located is looked for P1 and bus 2 is looked for P2, and no one is released their passenger. The problem is in this place. Here I just synchronize to passenger 1, and this one synchronized to passenger 2. Okay, in same time, in same minute, because they have same number of line of code, for example. Then this one get a thread for 1 millisecond, and this one also get thread for 1 millisecond. Now this one tried to access to P2, but that is still used by this one because he still did not release it. And this one it want to access to P1, and the P1 is still used by this bus because he still did not release it. So I want to access to you and you want to access to my passenger, and both of us still keep my passenger in their place. Here it's happened deadlock. So now in this step there's a deadlock happen. This case name it deadlock. So you say, okay, it happened with you because you write same number of line of code, same process, so it will not happen with me. It will happen with you if you did not take care about this point. If you don't take care when you release the resource, when you get it. So this is a basic example that I could give it to you. But it happen if you have one of them allocated to resource, another one try to access to it, and this one he think he release it, and that one he think he will get it, and this is a problem. Here we done, and see you next.